Okay, so I've been in the States for I think a week now. Hopefully you can hear me well. Camera or the phone is just sitting on the dashboard, so you'll probably get a bit of rumbling when I go over stuff. Driving here, like I only recently got my license like a couple of months ago, so I've mostly been driving. It's an Irish license, but I've mostly been driving in Finland. But it's all more or less the same. I think there's no real difference here in terms of, you know, the stop signs everywhere is I suppose one big difference. It's a bit odd. Seems really inconvenient and a really weird system that they have. It's a lot of stopping, whereas back in Europe, or at least in Ireland and Finland, you'll have a major road and the minor road has the yield. So basically only one road has to stop and not everybody at the junction. Because it seems really inefficient just to have everybody stop, even when, like if I was to pull up to a stop sign now, I'd have to stop even though I can see from a couple hundred meters away or a few hundred feet for you guys. If there's nobody coming up, then it just seems a bit wasteful. The turning right on red took a couple of days to get used to. That I do like. And oops. Yeah, so the turning right on red is really convenient, and that's a big, like, that definitely cuts down on traffic. For the most part, like, I think drivers here are more or less the same. I felt like it was going to be a bit more difficult to drive here. I was kind of worried that spending a lot of time online, you get a lot of YouTube videos or clips of dangerous driving in the US, but in my mind it's always like, well, it's a big country, there's a lot of people, so percentage wise it's probably more or less the same as anywhere else. But even when you're in like a turn only lane, like if you're in the right lane or left lane and it's left turn only or right turn only, I find most people don't still indicate. Some do, so that's kind of odd for me that they don't. These central lanes are pretty good. I like those, where it'll momentarily be for like a left turn or a right turn. It'll be like a shared lane kind of thing. Like here at the traffic light you get that pretty much anywhere. Particularly here in Kentucky, like I was driving, I may have uploaded the other video, between Louisville and Pikeville, just that big open highway. And here when switching lanes, like if I'm going into passing lane or overtaking lane, whatever you want to call it, sometimes people indicate, sometimes they don't. I guess it kind of depends on where you are. Like on the highways, like mainly in around Louisville or the big cities, is that people will just sometimes, if they get impatient, weave in and out of it, and if people aren't passing, they'll sit in the overtaking lane or the passing lane, and so people get frustrated, and so then they start undertaking or passing on the inside. So it's not quite here for anyone who hasn't driven in America, where I mean like the center lane is So right now the centre lane is changing for a passing lane for the oncoming traffic to a passing lane for us for a while. But sometimes you'll see, rather than the dashed white line on the far left over there, it'll be yellow and yellow on our side, and that's where it'll intermittently be very short sections of lane just for turning and not for passing. And it's crazy that, like, you can be out here and you'll see houses with full-on Halloween or Christmas decorations. Apparently Christmas more so than Halloween, but you'll see, like, people with their garden fully decked out. Still intermittent between the passing lanes. But yeah, the decoration thing is like, man, it's all these just inflatables, and it'd be random houses, like even just out here. There was one, I think, up maybe further back, where they just have all these decorations. It's funny, it's pretty cute. But Kentucky, driving in rural Kentucky is so nice. Like, all these trees. Again, if I put up that other video, you got these like massive, not like caverns or canyons, but you got this big stone wall basically either side of you. Oh, these guys want to pass me now. Oh, he wasn't going that fast when he overtook the past guy. Maybe it's because I sped up. He was like, eh. Oh, churches. The churches around here. There are so many churches. So I came out to Campbellsville, and, well, I've driven out of Campbellsville now. I think I might have gone into the next time zone. It's just, there's more churches in this area than there are pubs in Dublin City. It's like, it's kind of a joke, but I would imagine if you look into it, it probably isn't really a joke. Should I pass this guy now? Because I did get up to like 80 or 90 miles an hour to pass him, and my friend's like, surprised I haven't been pulled over yet. Oh yeah, just changed time zone there. But yeah, it's so beautiful out here, having all this open land, the big trees. And watching back my other video to myself, it's hard to tell how fast you could be going in the videos, because again, compared to back home in Ireland, everything is just so scaled up here. Like, the massive trees, the big buildings, so it makes you look like you're going slower than what you are, unless your eye is used to it. But yeah, like watching my other video, the points, most of the time I'm doing like 90 miles an hour, and there's points where I'm doing 100, and it just doesn't look like it to me. But I could honestly come back to the US, rent a car, and just drive across the highways, just spending days driving across the highways. Like, the scenery won't all be like this, which would be cool because you get to see different things, like how the scenery changes from state to state, or just kind of area to area. What else was there with driving? So there's the right on red. What's the big thing? The stop signs. I think there was actually some deer here a moment ago as it was coming out. These guys all want to pass that red car. As well, compared to back home, fuel is so cheap here, and I don't know if it's just Kentucky in particular out of the states, but even then, like compared to back in Ireland, you're getting taxed like crazy. Fuel prices are so high; they're like 3, nearly 4 times the price of what they are here. That black car wants to overtake the pickup as well. Come on, come on. Fucking. The lane's gonna end. Come on. Let's see. Straight line. I can see the yellow signs up ahead for the lane ending. Come on, move. Arizona looks so nice. Me and our friend were driving out and we were going to some state park, and as we were driving we came across these like log houses, and you could look in the windows and they had this big function room, and I was like, is it a house? Because like having a massive function room like that doesn't seem like something you just have in your home. I was tempted to rent a pickup as well, just, you know, get that experience, but on the website it's like it looks at the miles to the gallon, and I'm like, not realizing how cheap fuel is here compared to back home. Now I'm like, I should have rented a pickup. Well, I'm probably better off as renting just a smaller car. Even just to rent a pickup for just a day or two and just drive through the hills and it's like the way the central lane is here now. You just use it as you need to turn left and right. Like there's arrows there to turn left and right. But you don't use it for passing. I don't think we have anything like that in Ireland. I think it is more where the lane is given, like earlier, given very specific sections to turn left and right. Or if it's like that at all. Thing, and this happens in Ireland as well. People just do not get out of the passing lane. I think in some countries in Europe they'll like flash and beep you. I've been told, like apparently Italy is like start beeping you if you don't get out of the passing lane. But I don't know, so I'm only taking that from second-hand experience. I tried to keep an eye on it, like when I'm sitting in the lane like this, I'm trying to keep an eye on the traffic behind me, be like, hey, is someone coming up to overtake? But rather than sit behind you for a few seconds, to wait for you to get out of the lane, someone will just pass you on the inside or undertake you, whatever way you want to call it. And if you're on like the big highways where you're like 3 lanes wide in your direction, they'll just weave across, like they'll just cut across all 3 lanes. Crazy. And it's not like they'll cut one lane, wait a second, cut the other lane. They'll just go straight across. And you know, if you can see, if you have clear view of all 3 lanes, that's fine. But sometimes you don't. You got those big fucking trucks with massive trailers. Blocking your view, and you still get people just weaving in between those. It's I'd be hard pressed to find a stick shift or a manual car. I did want to rent a manual car, like when I went to rent, like, they're like, oh, we got this, this, and this. It's like all the makes and models of cars that they have. It's like, do you have anything in manual? And they're like, no. I don't like coffee, but I've tried out here, I've tried Wendy's, but I had to go to the next town over because last night Wendy's was closed here. I've tried Dunkin' Donuts, so I've had hot chocolate out of there. It was not great. Try this place, Colton's. That place was really good. That is like, when you think like American portion sizes, that's where you go, like for the big portion sizes. Wendy's was actually pretty good. It's not like amazing, like it's fast food, but for what it was, I haven't tried McDonald's here, and I don't think I will. I've seen those videos where McDonald's burgers don't go rotten or spoiled for over a month or several months. Like, I'll pass on that. It's not to say Wendy's is any better, but people always do about McDonald's, so I'm like, yeah, I'll pass. I haven't tried KFC here. I need to try that. And Arby's back there, so. Goodbye, friend, in the Ford. See, that's what I mean. Like, they have a stop here where it's like, why? Why have stops here? There should just be anyone going forward on this straight should have right of way. And then anyone turning into that road should be yielding. I've been staying in the Holiday Inn here. It's been pretty good. I do really like it here. I don't think I'd be able to find a job here. I don't think what I do would be out here. But if there was an option to be here, I'd definitely consider it. Anyway.